Who wants to go to the beach? Hey everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day of the week for all. And today in this video, I'm going to talk about my top 10 beach pet peeves. So I know I'm doing a lot of pet peeve videos and I do apologize. It's just this is all I could think of for a while. I'm going to start doing more happy top 10 videos because I feel like I've been posting a lot of pet peeves about things, so I think I'm going to stop doing those for a while, but this is all I could think of for a while. So this is going to be, well, so I do apologize. I'm going to try my best to do different videos. So today's video is going to be my top 10 beach pet peeves. Now, these are just personal downfalls I have with going to the beach. This doesn't mean I hate going to the beach at all. I love going to the beach. I've been going to the beach since I was a little kid. But these are just irritations I have with when it happens to me when I go to the beach. So I'm going to get started. And if you guys like going to the beach, but you have some little downfalls about it, what are your downfalls? Let me know down in the comments below. And I'm going to get started. So number one on my list would have to be the sand blowing in my face. The sand blowing. So this is one thing that bothers me, is because I don't want the sand in my eyes, because it really hurts to get sand in your eyes. Trust me, I've been there, done that, never want to go back. And it's just super annoying, and I hate when it blows because you're talking and it gets in your mouth, or you don't want it in your nose. I don't even know. I've never even had sand in my nose, but I don't want sand in my nose at all. No, because I think it would be really, really uncomfortable. And I really don't like the feeling of sand blowing in my face because it's not safe, because it could really hurt your eyes. Number two on my list has to be not being allowed to collect seashells at the beach. Now, I like seashells, but I don't take them when I don't take seashells. Shall always take them when I go to the beach, because I don't want to accidentally pick up ones that have like crabs or any kind of animal in them, because I know that's not safe to be taking animals from their natural habitat. But even though as much as I love collecting seashells, I still want to respect the rules of not taking seashells not picking up seashells when I go to a beach, because when I'm not allowed to. Now, too, even though it bothers me, because I really like seashells and I love collecting seashells. I remember one time I was at the beach with Josie, and she accidentally picked up all these seashells, but she was forced to put them back, which she wasn't too happy about. But then again, we all got to respect the rules, and I have a full story about seashell collecting on the beach gone wrong with Josie, and if you didn't see that, I'll link it down below. Number three on my list should be getting sand on my feet. This really bothers me because I don't like the feeling of sand on my feet. It's just so uncomfortable, and it feels so weird. I just don't like it at all. I just don't like the feeling of sand. I mean, I like the feeling of squishing my toes in the sand, but I just don't like the feeling of the sand stuck on the bottom of my feet. It's very uncomfortable. And it makes my feet feel weird. Number four on my list would be sand blowing. Number four on my list would have to be the water being cold. I know this happens at the beach because water is cold, because I know that happens a lot when you go to the beach, but it's important to stay cool, and the water at the beach, swimming in the water at the beach keeps you cold, but it is very, very cold, and it really bothers me because I am like freezing when I get out, and I was like, oh my gosh, that was cold. I remember one time I was swimming at a lake, not really the beach, with my family, and I got in the water and it was freezing cold, and I ran right out. I'm like, wow, that's cold. It was freezing, and that's one of my biggest pet peeves, is the water getting cold. Sorry, I put sand blowing twice and I didn't realize that, and it's just, that's one of my biggest things that bothers me, is like the water getting cold. Number 5 on my list would be getting sand in my food. Now, I always make sure I close like a lot of the things I have with me, like my sandwich, wrap my sandwich up, or close my chips, because I don't want sand in them. If sand does get in them, I do not like the taste of sand. Let me know if you've accidentally had that issue down in the comments below. When you're at the beach is when sand gets in your food. It really bothers me because I hate the taste of it, and it's like, yeah, not comfortable in your mouth. Yucky. Don't eat sand. Number 6 on my list would have to be sand getting on my water bottle. Now, this is one of my biggest pet peeves because I hate the feeling of sand of wet sand on my hands. It's very uncomfortable and I don't like it. And it's like really gross, and I just don't like the feeling of sand on my beverage. And I did learn a trick from 5-Minute Crafts. If you take like a plastic cup, put it in the sand, and put your drink in there, it prevents it from getting sand all over it, and that is a good tip. Number 7 on my list would have to be sand getting in my shoes. Now, I really don't like sand in my shoes. It's really annoying, really uncomfortable, and then I hate the feeling of having to dump it out all the time, and it makes my shoes just feel tighter, and I don't like that. I'm sure everybody hates getting sand in their shoes. Number 8 on my list would have to be the salt water hurting my eyes. Now, I love swimming underwater, but I hate when I have to swim under salt water because the feeling of the salt water just stings my eyes so bad. And I really should start probably wearing goggles when I go swimming. I should probably start wearing goggles when I go swimming in the salt water to protect my eyes. I haven't worn goggles since I was a kid. I used to love wearing goggles all the time, but I haven't worn them since I was a kid. So maybe I'll start wearing them if I ever go swimming at the beach. Number 9 on my list would have to be getting sunburnt. Now, I hate getting sunburnt so bad. It's like the worst feeling ever. I'm sure you guys all understand if you've been through the same thing I have. And I made a top 5 worst places to get sunburnt video, and I'll leave a link to that video in the description box down below. Well, I hate the feeling of getting sunburned. It hurts so bad. It's like you're walking in an oven, or if like you actually burned your own skin sitting in an oven. It's so uncomfortable. I've never burnt myself on an oven, but I've accidentally burnt myself on my arm one time because I was grabbed on the back of my hand. Actually, I grabbed a hot pad when I meant to grab an oven mitt, and I accidentally touched the rack when it was still hot, and I burnt the back of my hand. It wasn't too bad, like I had to go to the hospital. It was just a small burn. It's no fun to get burned. Number 10 on my list would have to be the rocks. Now, I hate the feeling of the sharp, pointy rocks because it makes it hard for you to walk, and it's very uncomfortable. And I don't like the fact that rocks are easy to trip on, and it's kind of dangerous. But then again, rocks are a great thing to have at the beach because they're great for stopping the water, or something, and they're good to have, and rocks always appear. But I hate when they point up because they can cut your foot. And I have a story about how I accidentally cut my foot on a rock, and I'll tell that in another video. I'm not going to tell it in this video because it's going to take too long, but I'll tell that I'll tell that story in another video because like it's not safe and it's super uncomfortable to walk on. It makes it a little hard to walk on when you're at the beach. So if you're walking on the beach, always watch out for the rocks because some of them, they're not very safe to walk on. Okay, so those are my top 10 beach pet peeves. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day of the week for all, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!